Hello students, good day. How are you all? I hope you are doing good. Welcome to a new class of computers where we are learning MS Access. In our last class, we had covered a very important object of MS Access which is called as forms, which help into do data entry into the tables very quickly. In today's class, we are going to learn yet another new object under MS Access which is called as reports. Now, what are reports in MS Access? Generally, what do you say? What is the meaning of a report? A report is something but is an effective way to organize and summarize data for viewing and printing. So, when we have a table which contains a vast amount of records which contain all the details, let's take the student details or the bank details or the marks details or any other details which are there in the table. If I want that particular details to be summarized and presented in a proper way, we use the report. A report consists of information that is taken from both the table and queries and presented in a the way the user wants it. So this table we cannot directly take all the printout of the table, and will not the user will not be able to understand what it contains. So a report is a very systematic way of presenting the data from the tables. Now reports are generally prepared by presenting data in a hard copy by using the printer. So this data which is there in the tables, that can be made into a report, and a hard copy can be taken. Hard copy means that you can take a printout of it using a printer. Report also provides the facility of grouping and sorting items and thus making it very readable. So as you go along, I'll tell you what is the meaning of grouping. Grouping means arranging the data into different groups, and also sorting means arranging the data in ascending and descending order, that is alphabetically from A to Z or Z to A, or from largest to smallest, smallest to largest. All this is called as sorting of the data. So report helps you to both group the data as well as sort the data properly. Now let us understand this particular report is divided into different sections. So let us understand the different sections of a report. Now first we understand it with the help of this particular diagram. So this is the design view of a report. Now on the top part you will see the main report header. Now in this case it is called as the member status. This is the report header, that is the actual report what it contains. Next is the page header, which will now the report header is displayed only on the top of the first page of the report. Then we have the page header. The page header contains the employee ID, first name, last name, expiry date, active member. All this is the page header. Now this is basically the column headings of the fields which are there in our table. The next part of the report is called as the details, which contains the actual data which is there from the table. And the next part is called as the page footer, which contains the actual the date and the number of pages and the total number of pages and the page number. And the last part is called as a report footer, which is at the end of a report. So basically this is your actual report design. Now if you go by it, each of them, the first one is the report header. This section contains the information about, it is there on the cover page, that is the first page of the report or the cover page. It contains the actual report heading. It also may contain the logo of the school or the organization, the title, the date, whatever is there, but this is always generally put on and appears on the first page of the report, that is the report header. It is the actual details of what the report contains. For example, if it is the student details, then we will have Shrima Vidyalaya student details. We may have the logo of the school, we may have the date on which the report is created. All this comes as the report header. The next is the page header. The page header which contains this that is displayed at the top of each page of the report. Generally, this page header is the column headings of the table, whatever are the field names, that is generally taken as the page header. Now this page header is available. Now suppose there are 10 pages in my report, and all 10 pages will contain this particular page header, so that the people know what are the headings of every field. So this now in your textbook There is a small little this thing on your page, on your textbook in page number. Here I will show it to you. Here in your textbook on page number 63, the details are given over here. There is a slight change over here in this details. There is page header is displayed at the top of the report, but actually it is not the top of the report, it is the top of each page of the report, so that each page has not been printed in your textbook. So please see to it that that particular is added over here in the 63 page number page. This thing, that is, page header contains information that is displayed at the top of each page of the report. Now, generally the page header contains, as I told you, the column headings. Okay. Now, as you go through, you will be able to understand this much more better. The next part is the details section, which is actually the main body of the report, and it displays all the records in the table. So it appears between the page header and the page footer. So all the details of the table which I wanted that in the report will come in the details section, and it is between the page header and the page footer. The next part is the page footer, which is printed at the end of each page. So at the end of each page, you have page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. Also, you can have the current date, current time, or you can also have certain other details, that is total page numbers, page 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, like this. This is called as the page footer. This is all printed at the bottom of each and every page in the report. And the last is the footer, report footer, which is displayed at the end of the entire report. It is just a summary of the report, and it is not printed on all the pages. It is only printed like how the report header is printed only at the beginning. In the same way, the report footer is printed only at the end of the entire report. It is just like a detail or a total of the information or a summarization of the entire report. So suppose if we have a 25-page report, then we have got the report header, which is on the first page, and the report footer, which is on the 25th page, and all the other pages will contain page headers and page footers. Okay, and all the details will be in between. So this is how the actual report will look like. So these sections of the report are very important. Please go through the textbook and understand it. Now, as we go through understanding reports, you will be able to understand them much more clearly. So let us now go into understanding how to create a report. Now we are going to, as like how we created forms using the wizard, in the same way we are going to create reports also using the simple way of report wizard. So let us go into understanding the report wizard. I am now going to show you how to create a report from the table. Now here we already have a table which we had created in our last class, that is the customer details, and we had entered the details into the particular table, that is customer details. I will go and show you the design view of the table. Right click and see customer ID, account number, the customer name, address, date of birth, mobile number and gender. This was our design view, and using the form we had created the data entry form last time using the wizard, and we had done data entries. Now here there are 90 records. I have added few more records from my previous class. After that I have entered. So now if I want to go to the, once again a slight revision, the last record is the 90 of 90, and if I want to move one record at a time, this is the first record, and the next record and previous records. This way I have entered some 90 records in this particular table. So here now this is the form element which we had learned last time how to create the form. Now here my customer details, I have actually entered a lot many records. Now what I have done is I have simply, for the sake of convenience, copy and pasted the same names again and again. So please do not misunderstand if there are many multiple records with the same names. I have just simply copy and pasted it for convenience sake, so that I have got a lot many records, because of which I can show you reports very nicely. Now here this customer details table, I am going to use this table to create a report. Now a report means a concise or summarized details of all whatever I want in my report. I can do that with the help of the report wizard. The report wizard is the easiest way, just like forms we have created using wizard. Same way we are going to create report using a wizard. So once again, I click on the create tab, and in the create tab, I will click on the report option. That is, from this row, I will click on the reports group, and in the reports group, I will click on the report wizard. Now it opens up a report wizard dialog box where it will show me all the different fields which are there in the customer details table. Now if I want, I will simply, if I single I want, I want the customer ID, I want account number, I want the name, but I don't want the address. Or if I want the address all, or simply I click on this all button where all my fields will be selected, all the fields for the report will be selected. I click on the next button. The next button, do you want any grouping, or if I want to group it by a particular field. For example, I want all Thane together, or group it by male, female, that is all the males first and then the females, or by address, that is all Thane, then Mulund, then Kalwa, like that. I can group it on a particular way, but I don't want that to be done right now. I'm simply creating a simple report. Now here, click on the next. Now do you want it in any particular ascending order of name, address? That also can be done. That is sorting in ascending order of name, or in ascending order of account number, or descending order, whichever I want. I can select from this option of sorting the records. I am as of now not sorting it by any order. I am just simply going to the next one. If I want to sort it by name, then all the alphabetically it will be arranged. If it is by address, then alphabetically. Everywhere I can arrange it in any particular order, in ascending or descending order. Now I click on, I'm not doing, as of now I'm not doing any sorting, I'm just simply clicking the next. Now here it will give you the different types of layout, whether I want it in columnar layout, tabular layout, or justified. I'm keeping it as tabular. There are two orientations. Either I have the portrait orientation or the landscape orientation. In landscape, in a portrait, it is, the width is lesser and the height is more, and in the landscape it is the other way around. So you know the orientation landscape, so I have as of now kept it in the portrait mode. Next, click, and what is the title that I want to give for my report? So I want to give a customer, this is the title of my report, the report header, which is going to come at the beginning of the report. That is what is going to be the title of my report. So customer details report, this is what is going to be my title. And so here, this way I write my title and I click on finish. Now automatically the wizard will generate a report for me. See here the report. Now if I go on to the preview, I will get to see 2 pages, 3 pages, or multiple pages. As of now I have got 4 pages. Now there are only 3 pages in this report, so I get to see it. I can zoom it and see here, this is the report header which is appearing at the beginning of the report. See, it is not being seen on any other page because it is the report header. See, I will just zoom it a little bit more. Yeah, now you will see the page header which is available to me on the first part of the, that is on the first page. It is there on the second page, and it is also there on the third page of the report. I scroll down here, the third page of the report also contains the page header. This area is called as the page footer, which will display to me the date and the number of pages and page numbers. This is what I told you about the page footer. So this is also there on every page of the report. And in our case, we do not have a report footer, but otherwise, if you have a report footer, for example, if you are summarizing some data, that is a totaling or something like that, that also can be summarized and written over here in the report footer. So this way, this is the preview of the report. When I close it, I will come back and you can see the design actually, the customer details. This is the report header, the page header, the details, that is all the records will come in the detail section. The page footer will display the date and the page numbers. So this is your report. The report sections, the design of the report section will automatically come here, and you can close this report, and here you see the actual report comes as an object on the left page. So this is your customer details report. It's the hard copy. You can just take a printout of this. Now here if you feel the size is there is a little bit smaller, you can go to the design view of the report and increase the date of birth size can be increased a little bit more from here. This all designing can be done a little more from here. You can increase and decrease the size. All that can be done over here. I'm not going too much into details of all this because of the designing of the report. Now you close this design view, and again you want to save it. No, I'm not saving anything right now. But double click on the report and my report is ready. So reports are very fast ways of creating the different types of the entire data in your tables can be very easily done with the help of a report. Okay, now here these hashes are because the column size is not very this thing, so I have to go back to the design view and change it. It will take a lot of time, which I don't want to get into right now. I just can use go back to the design view and align the properly and increase and decrease the size of the columns where I want to. So basically this is the design, or this is how a report is created in using the report wizard. So here now let us look at one more example. Here we have a table which we had created in our previous before sessions in marks, and we had got some the details of the students class, all this, and I want to make a small little report using the report wizard. Here the queries, can you see the logo of the query? The query logo is different, the forms logo is different, and the reports logo is also different. Once the report is created, you will realize that the reports logo has got green color, the forms is somewhat with a small little maroonish border, and the queries have got a double window, and the table is this is the icon for the table. So each of the objects in Access has got a different logo to represent. Now let us go and see how to create a report again using wizard. Click on the create the report wizard. Now this time I'm not going to select all the fields. I'm going to select only the GR number, the name, and the class and the percentage. I'm not going to, or percentage, maybe one more field I'll take, percentage, and maybe the remark. That's all. I'm not taking any other field, that is percentage and grade I'm not taking. So these are selecting of simple fields. Rather than taking the entire field, I'm taking only these 5 records. Here next, again I'm not going into all this. I'm simply clicking on, or if you want we can just arrange this in alphabetical order of ascending order of name. Okay, so that now it will be alphabetically. Yes. Now here let us take this time the landscape option. You have seen the difference between the portrait. First one we did was portrait. This time we are going to take a landscape, and if you want we can have a justified one, or we can keep it as columnar only, tabular. You can try out all the different ones. Next one we can say the title is, let's take unit test marks. This is the title of the report, and I click on finish, and see here you see the report header, the page header, and we have only limited a record, so that is why we are not getting multiple pages, and this is the page footer. So this way we have created only for the limited number of pages we have created, and then automatically it comes to the preview. Here there is only one page, so here if you want, here also you can change it from landscape, portrait, whichever you want. You can size it, you can change the margin sizes, and finally you can actually print your report from this print preview option. Now if I close this particular here, then on the left hand side you will see that all the 4 different objects, that is tables, queries, forms, and reports, all 4 objects in Access are there, which is depicted with the help of different logos. And we learned queries, we have learned how to make forms using the wizard, and today we have learned how to use the report wizard to create reports from our table. So this is basically what the entire Access is about, that is creating a table and then creating the different objects like queries, forms, and reports from using this table. I hope you have understood what are reports and what are the different sections of the report, and how reports can be made very quickly using the report
wizard. Thank you.